Hello everyone and welcome to this, our first look at Sim Update 15 with a flight in the Airbus A320NEO V2. Stay tuned. Oh, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all well. Firstly, my apologies for not getting the video out to you in the last couple of weeks. I'll explain more about why when we're going through setup. And sorry again, this video is a bit late to the party because obviously Sim Update 15 now has been out for about a week, I think now, and this is the first chance I've had to produce this video. Secondly, as well, I want to give everyone a massive thank you to everyone who showed their support for my last video, the review of Beyond ATC. That video was actually our best performing video yet. It did absolutely much better than I actually ever thought. So thanks to everyone who showed their support, and thanks to everyone who has subscribed and gave a thumbs up. Massive appreciation to you all. That being said though, if you are new to the channel and want more flight sim content, please do consider smashing that subscribe button down below and giving the video a thumbs up as well. Okay, so let's talk about what we're here to do today. Obviously, we're here to look at Sim Update 15, which has now dropped after a couple of delays. So we'll have a quick look at the release notes, and then we'll talk about the flight we're going to be doing today. Well, according to the release notes, I'll pop a link to them in the description below if you want to go and have a quick read of them yourself, if you've not done this already. Looks like mostly fixes that have been reported, bugs that have been reported. I've gone up and done some updates in the inbuilt scenery, such as I think there was one in Frankfurt saying there was a pole. Where was that? Yeah, here we go. Pole hitting that's been removed on the taxiway. Kennedy, there are several game-breaking obstacles. Taxiway bridges over Belt Parkway are missing. So gates not properly organised after Sim Update 9. So yeah, they've been hard at work looking at all these issues and fixing them. Again, like I said, I will pop a link to this in below. Go and read through it yourself. It's mostly bug fixes, like I said. But the main star of the show today is this: the INIBUILDS Airbus A320NEO V2 that has come completely free with the update and is available to all versions of users. So no matter what version you've got, you can have this aircraft for free. So there are some liveries that do come with it, but the first thing I think you really should do if you want to is, after you've downloaded the update, go to the marketplace and download the A320 V2 enhancement, which gives you 4K texturing over the exterior and the interior of the aircraft. And any update, I think any update enhancements are totally worth it. So we'll have a look at that in a momentarily. In terms of liveries, this is a Spirit livery, obviously. With the enhancement, you do get some liveries out there, the legacy liveries that come from the FSX days, such as your World Travel and your Orbit Airlines. But INIBUILDS have put out some liveries on their manager, which this is what this one comes from as well. Again, go and check those out. They do look some really good ones. I hope they will have more, because there is a limited selection at the moment, but hopefully as time progresses they will be adding more. Right, okay, so with that out of the way, now let's talk about the flight today. So we're going to do a short one just to test it properly. So I found this nice little flight. I'll pop some details of the flight up on the screen in a moment. So this is the flight we're going to be taking today. We are doing Spirit 260 from San Diego to Las Vegas. Ooh, why is me there we go. Scroll wheels working there. Average flight time is about 49 minutes, and then you can see the flight time obviously on the side there. And yeah, I thought nice little one to test it, because Las Vegas is quite a heavy performance scenery, I think, to be honest, with all the detail it's got. So I thought, what better way to test the sim update than pull it for its paces. So San Diego is done by the guys at BM Simulations. And we have the Fly Tampa Las Vegas scenery as well. Right, so let's jump in the cockpit and we'll take a look at today's show. Take a look at the cockpit. And I have to say, the cockpit is absolutely on point. It looks amazing, and I love when we just boot it up first, put the power on, might be able to see it a bit better. So batteries on, we'll put the external power. I love how they've modelled the what do you call it, sort of the depth of the buttons on compared to the real thing, because the buttons aren't flush with the panel. I think on the Airbus there is a slight indent so you can feel around it. And yeah, I love how that's been modelled as well, because you can see it here, especially on the Gen 1 button here. You can see the depth of it. That's detail modelling right now. It's really good. So wait for everything to boot up and then we'll start our flows. Okay, right, so crew supply on. We're going to treat this as we would as if we're flying the Phoenix or any of the others. Okay, so that's down on. Nav lights on. No smoking's on, and that as well. I always turn the packs off. I don't know if you're meant to, but then that's just me. Brilliant. Okay, so what's that message on there? Oh, it's gone now. Probably saw it on the boot up. Okay, right. Hopefully everything should be calibrated. I put everything in last night, so hopefully we won't have no glitches today. Right, so we'll import the flight from SimBrief. Yep, Spirit 260, alternate. Not sure where that one is actually. We'll find out in a moment. So say from San Diego, Las Vegas. Okay, so let's go to payload. We go from SimBrief. We'll just see if that matches up. So 0 fuel weight, 5.8. Yep, that matches. And the fuel, yep, that matches perfectly. Just see if we're in kilograms. We are. So I guess it's set to default as sort of like the European measurements. So if you are in America, you'll probably have to change this to your metrics. Right, so we can apply the load. We'll do that instant. What was that? Okay, don't know what that was. We'll turn that off. So we can switch on the fuel pumps now. Up on the seat belts. Oh, has it got an auto feature? There we go. It's got an auto feature in this one. I didn't realise that. I think on the Phoenix it's you just go on off, not an auto. So well, don't know if that's something new with the Neo. Right. Okay. So while that's aligning, let's come down to here. The nav data matches to say the engines are the Leap 1A engines. Very nice. I don't think this has... Does it have the same... Excuse me. No. It does have flight in it like it does in the Phoenix. So we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, so... San Diego... Las Vegas. The alternative was Kilo, Kilo, Golf, Charlie November. Okay, we'll turn that, and Spirit 260. We're not on that sim today. I wanted to focus more on this to make sure that it's all ready. And actually, while we're doing this, I'll just quickly explain why I have not been able to produce a video over the last few days, or last couple of weeks, sorry. The plan was for me to bring out a video I was working on. I was going to do... get my words out. I operated in real life to Dalaman a few weeks ago, and we parked on a remote stand. And when we were down there, there was this TUI 787 that pulled up a couple of stands down from us. got back home, looked on flight radar, and it came from Birmingham, and I thought, you know what, that would actually be a great flight to do. So I did it, but it in the Kuro, but it bugged out and it made the whole thing a mess. So I decided to abandon that. We'll go back to the minute actually. We'll just show you today's METAR before we go on, carry on with that. So wind is temperature is 16 degrees, quite cloudy in San Diego today. 2205 knots, 3000 is the pressure. So I think that should be runway 27. It is, so we'll pop that in. So yeah, so did that. Decided to abandon that video, so I'll come back to it the next day. But I thought I'd do something different. I thought we'd go back to the Phoenix, but my sim just completely would not work. Had so many issues. I thought I fixed them, tried again, no, wouldn't have it. So I just decided to do a complete reinstall. Sorry, no, scratch that, sorry. Then some update 15 came out, so I did the update and everything. And I was preparing a flight for you all, and then it just went laggy beyond belief. I do not know why. So I thought, right, I've had enough. Let's just do a complete reinstall. So I wiped my hard drives and started from scratch. But the thing is about that, if you haven't got a good internet connection, it takes ages to reinstall Microsoft Flight Simulator. So that's why I've been a bit away for the last couple of weeks. Temporary flight plan exists. Oh, you have to do that first? Can you insert one waypoint at a time? Oh right, so yes, you have to insert, you can't put multiple waypoints in, you have to do one at a time. Which ain't too bad for this one, because that is actually our flight plan done. Just check the coordinates on that one, just to make sure it matches up. 35. Yep, it is that top one there. Brilliant, so we can insert that. That's done. We'll do the arrival in a few minutes. Everything's booted up now, so we may as well go and request boarding. Can get rid of that. Right, I've not put the figures in, have I? No, I haven't. There we go. So let's get these weight figures in. So the zero fuel weight is 58.2. With a CGR 30.2. And the fuel we are taking today is... I ran up to 5, it's practically 5. So 5 tons in there. That's all done. That's done. Right, I think we can go ahead and look at some performance now. Now I know there is a new SimBrief performance tool. Anyway, we'll take a look at it and see what matches up. 27. SimBrief's website has been a bit glitchy today. I don't know if it's just me. If it's just me, but we'll have a look at it anyway. No, it's not working. We'll just go off this. Right, so we'll sync that. Runway 27. Config 1. And calculate. So we've got a flex temp of 48 degrees. 129, 129, 133. Our speeds. And up 0.2 for the trim. So let's get that put in. So remember that's 48 in there. Yep. 1 plus 0.2. B. And 129, 129, 133. Once. Twice. I think my memory is getting worse. 133. And 18,000 is the transition. Okay, that's all done. We'll pop on the constraints. Put all these to the right. Every click spot. And we'll set the QNH. No, not standard. There we go. Here's 13, which is 3000 on dot. Lovely. What's going on here? There we go. Lovely. Okay, altitude. Let's have a look at the departure, which is the PARS 2 departure, if I'm saying that right. Let's have a quick look down here. San Diego International, runway 27, climb on a heading of 275 degrees, 520, and right turn direct Winford. Oh, there, Winfield. Oh, I say that one. Then on track 296 to Kestrel, above 8,000. Top altitude is 15,000 feet, so we can only go to 15,000 feet, so we'll pop that in anyway. We'll pop 15 in. We don't go any higher than that. Brilliant, that's that. And we might as well whack on the APU now. A flap open. Started. Usually in the, yeah, there we go. Usually in the Phoenix, I'll wait for that to say on the flap open before I press the starter. Is it going to kick in? Yeah, there we go. It's coming alive now. Right. So, I think that's pre-flight done. Let's take a quick look through the cabin, shall we? Let's see we've got these. Oh, we've got a is it custom spirit cabin we've got here? I think it is. Is it? Yeah, it's a customized spirit cabin. So yeah, this looks really good actually. Very nice detail modelling on this cabin. I've never flown Spirit in the real world, so I don't know what their seats are like or anything, but yeah, the 4K textures that you get in the enhanced pack look really good. Really happy with this. Oh, yeah. Let's have a look at the back galley, shall we? I don't know. I'll speed this up, sorry. Oh no, it's. Oh, what's that? What's that? Oh, there we go. I must have got stuck. There we go. I must have got stuck on something. I thought we had a crash then. Oh, it's one of those. I was about to say, it's one of these galleys that I thought was an absolute nightmare. I'm getting my cabin crew hats on now. When I was at BA, when BA introduced the Neo, they introduced this galley here. I think they call them Space Flex galleys. And I'll tell you what, sitting on this crew seat here, it's the weirdest thing, because that is actually a toilet door as well, and you've got a crew seat on the toilet door. It's such a strange thing to know, and you've got no room to swing a cat back here. If you're working, say here for example, you always, and there's a flow of passengers coming in. It's not their fault. It's not the passengers' fault. That's just how BA's ordered it. But if you go to say to a CO, so clear your throat, you've got the toilets here where these two rows are. Oh, what is that? Is that the whole door? Very loud. Oh, there we go. But anyway, like I say, I had some bit of nightmares in those galleys, but we won't go into that now. So, yep, there we go. Right, so we'll just, well, wait, as always, wait for the passengers to finish boarding, and then we will get off on the way to Las Vegas. I'll speak to you in a minute. Bye for now. Back, so as you probably always guess, boarding is now complete, so let's go and take the Neo up for a flight, shall we see how she goes. Right, so we will need to close that, toggle the jetway, just check the parking brakes are set. They are. Parking brakes are set, so we can get rid of the chocks, we can get rid of the GPU because we're on it. Only turn on the APU. Turn on the APU. Close the door. Right. So we'll pop the beacon light on, and we'll get GSX in position. Hope this works now. Oh, there Here comes our dispatcher.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Thank you. We are too. I'll wait to listen to these LEAP 1A engines power up.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Thank you. Turn on the beacon light. I thought I turned on the beacon light. Oh yeah, it is flashing. It's hot now because this is where I started having problems on the last time through, was where it getting all laggy, was during pushback and taxi out. So I hope the reinstall's fixed all these problems. Okay, let's go in. We want to face. We face north. Yeah, we face north from the ramp.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay, parking brakes released.
Commencing push.
Nope.
All engines clear.
Start the clock. Going? Yep, we're going. Let's pull back a bit from the terminal. I am using my Fussmaster Airbus pack, so see how this works with it as well. So we will go ignition start. Well, that's working. There on. Start number 2. Let's have a lift at power for the cabin first. Hey, the engines sound really good. Is that? I don't know if you'll be able to hear it properly. I need to start running. The engines in the actual Neo aren't that very loud compared to the COs. Right, let's go back to the cockpit. We'll see if yeah, that's engine start. Okay, parking brakes are set. We'll confirm good engine start.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Let's start number 1. We'll go outside and have a look at this one now. Drone camera speed. I do like this modelling. I mean, I think they've done a great job with the fan blades modelling these engines. They look really good.
Unlocking gear.
Oh. That seems so gone a bit. Is it just me, or did that just seem to drop a bit in quality there? It looks like it's got very flat, very 2D. I don't know if that's just me, but that... the engines look great when they were windmilling, and they look great when they were off, but... I don't know, that seems to have dropped a bit there. Maybe that's just me, but... me being picky, but... yeah, I thought they looked great when they were off. Right. Okay, 2 good starts, so we could turn off the ignition off, bleed off, master off, auto brakes to max. We can pop that up. We'll do a quick flight control check to the left, excuse me, to the right, up, down, and a neutral, left, right, neutral. We'll set up trim up 0.2, which is there. Do the tiller. Right, let's have a look at the flap animation, shall we? So we'll take flaps 1. The flap animation looks really good though, to be honest. That looks nice and smooth. Yeah. Yeah, get from the front, nice and smooth. No issues there. Right. Okie doke. Turn on the taxi lights. GSX looks clear. Yep, on the speed brake. Good. Let's go. Let's get going. Parking brake off. Hi everyone, welcome back. So, we're just coming up to the end of runway 27, holding it up to Bravo 1, which we will hold here, and we will do the final checks and get out of here. Okay, so we'll hold here. Lovely. Pop the parking brake on. So, take off config test, that's normal. We'll pop the lights on, so strobe's on. And the lights on. Come on, TCAS here, there's no one there. This weather radar looks still, but don't notice if I've set this up right. All I've done is turn this knob 1 notch to the right and pop that on there. It's not giving me any sort of warnings, but if I notice if that's the right setting, let me know, please. Right, okay, let's line up. And I've not had to, on that taxi, I didn't have to put in any power. That was all done at idle power as well. Even now, if they were at idle power, I'm not putting any sort of thrust or anything in. Looking good. Hold there a second. Oh God. Let's start the clock. Right. Las Vegas, here we come. Engine's at 50%. Okay, take off. Manflex 48 SRS auto thrust is blue. Come on, and rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear can go up. See you later, San Diego. Turn. As we were rotating out, it felt like I had to put in more back pressure on the stick to get it to rotate. I'm used to, like, say, flying the Phoenix, which doesn't really require much input, I think, to be honest, compared to that. That required a lot more stick input. We got to climb thrusts. Pop in the autopilot now. Pop on the packs. Oh, a quick look outside. Sorry, there's not much to see today. Very cloudy today in San Diego. The strobe's on. Yeah. Yeah, there are. There's strobes aren't as noticeable as they are in the real world. I mean, in the real Airbus, that just like the whole light just goes really bright. You can see it clearly. Flaps up. Flip. Okay, so we can disarm the ground spoilers. I think that's it. Yeah, so on the whole, it's really good. It's a lovely aircraft. Like I say, it's just a few little details. Minor details, but that's just me probably being picky, as I am. But like I say, I have to remember this is a free aircraft. And for what we get, it's absolutely fantastic, to be honest. The detail is there, the quality's there. I've got no qualms with the A320neo. It's everything I think we've needed for a neo aircraft in the sim. So no, I'm happy with it. Oh, there we go, just going through some clouds now. Oh, look at the window, a bit of cloud surfing there. Gorgeous, lovely. So right, there you have it. First takeoff in the Neo. As always, I'll cut the video here, and I will come back to you when we are in descent for Las Vegas. I will see you in a bit. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the final part of today's video of Spirit 260. Right, so where are we? We're just passing through altitude 9,000 feet. There's Las Vegas just there, landing on 26 left. Just passing over the strip actually, might get a better view from the wings. Sort of, there we are. So we're coming into land on 26 left just there. Just on the downwind leg now. Going to be on the ground in about 8 or 9 minutes or so. So let's get the flaps out. Yeah, that's a nice view. So flaps 1. Oh no, we need to be at the front, don't we? Yeah. Fantastic. So, what can I say about the Airbus so far until day 15? Well, it's worked lovely, to be honest, for me. Just had a couple of lag spikes as we're approaching Vegas, but like I said, Vegas is quite maybe a bit heavy on performance, so once it was loaded in, it's been fine. The Airbus, yeah, so far so good, no problems. Flies lovely. Like I say, it's just the fine amounts of detail, but like I say, it takes nothing away from the enjoyment of actually flying the aircraft. I mean, it's like I'll give you an example here. I don't know why I just picked this window, it could be any. I think these windows are a little bit darker than they are in real life, but again, that takes nothing away from the enjoyment. And it's like I said, the fan blade animation when the engines are on, again, it takes nothing away from it. It's just those little things. Like I say, it's a completely free aircraft we've got, so what? I'm not moaning about it. I'm just, I say, it's just me being a little detailed obsessed freak that I am. Right, so we're turning on to making our turn now to line up with the ILS, not IRS. That's is that the US tax agency or something? It's like US taxman. ILS. And when we get below 200 knots, we'll take the next stage of flaps. So while we're going to Las Vegas, quite clear day, so it's a lot better than we left in San Diego. Temperature is 28 degrees, and we'll just take flaps 2. Yep, flaps 2 out. QNH is QNH, should I say, is 2986. So once, twice is and 3 times is set. Clear day, temperature 28, wind is 200 at 4 knots. So hopefully be a nice easy landing. Oh, and that airport that I figured out I didn't know was the alternate. I had a look at it, and turns out it's Grand Canyon Airport. I didn't know there was an airport for the Grand Canyon. Be interesting to see if I can find the scenery for that. Maybe see if there's any flights going out of there. Unless it's just like that, one of those airports that does tours and things like that. Okay, so localizer is on. We will do auto brake low. Ground spoilers are armed, and we are localizer established. Bring that down, and we will pop on approach mode. And glide slope is captured already. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Excuse me, so we'll go to about 7.5 miles and I will drop the gear. We're about there now actually, so we'll take a gear down. Obviously. Bit of gear animation looks nice as well. That's the gear down. We'll slow it down now to our final approach speed. Which, what did I put it as? I forgot what we had now. 135. Too far. There we go. And we will take flaps 3. We're close enough for 4 flaps as well. 4 flap, flap 4. Yeah, that transition to be a lot longer. I mean, I didn't think there was much difference between flaps 3 and flaps 4. There seemed to be a bit of quite a long there. Maybe it was just me. I don't know. Okay. Well, we're not waiting for the cabin, so cabin crew, if you're not in your seats by now, then well, you're out of luck. Get yourself in place. Right. First landing in the INIBUILDS A320NEO. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, I think everything's ready. I love this approach into Las Vegas. The scenery is just amazing. Especially on this run where you got the strip off to the right, you've got the mountains ahead of you. It's just lovely. Right, let's just keep an eye on that glide.
Minimum.
Continue. Right, why are we below the Pappies? I'm just going to bring it up because it says we're a bit below the Pappies.
200.
Follow the Pappies now, we will. And that's why.
100.
Probably should go around at this point, but
50. 40.
why is it doing glide slope at me?
30. 20.
Power out.
10. 5.
That felt a bit heavy over the lights, but we're down. Think maybe I cut the power out too soon there. There we are. A rudder. And we will come off at the next exit. Manual brakes. Throw the reversers. And there we go. Welcome to Las Vegas. Oh, look at that. We've had tonight in the MGM, eh? Everyone, welcome back. So we are just taxiing into the ramp area now. I'll tell you one thing, you do have to watch this speed. Like I said when we had the IAEs released, it does run away with you, and it's same for the Neo. The speed can just catch up on you if you don't keep a close eye on it. So if I'm right, we should be approaching spot 17, which we are. So this should take us down to Alpha 8, which is where the real one parked yesterday. So right on. Alpha 8 I think is the last one, which I think is just there. Oh, look, see, that's Alpha 10. Sometimes I find taxiing American ramps quite confusing. I don't know if it's just me, but because sometimes there's no line to guide, it gets a bit confusing. There we go, Alpha 8. So we'll slow it down. 4 knots should be fine. Let's turn her on to stand now. Sure, a bit crooked, I think. We'll tell the taxi lights are not blinding the marshaller. Yeah, a bit off centre, a bit there, bit back over. Try and keep the speed steady. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Close enough. Right, parking brake is set. APU is running. 1 and 2 can go off. We'll stop the clock. Eventually. There we go. Seatbelt signs can go off. Pack 1, pack 2 can go off. Can turn off the beacon light. Oh, wrong way. Well, we didn't get it down, so unfortunately. Right. Let's go ahead and request some deboarding. We'll operate the jetway first. Good. Doors are open a bit before the jetway. Lovely. Right, let's go ahead and request some disembarkation. Oh, here they come. And there go the cargo doors. Right, lovely. So that's now underway. Okay, so let's take a look at the landing rate firstly, and then we'll have our final thoughts about sim update 15. We'll get the Lancer over, review flight. 348. Yeah, again on the heavy side. Well, yeah, pretty heavy, but I think around 300 is about average for me. I usually like to aim for, like I say, you know, if I do anything about 250 or below, that's a good landing for me. But about the 300s, I think that's about pretty average for me. Anyway, so right, what can I say about sim update 15 then? Well, like I said, on the whole, it's mostly bug fixes and some improvements here and there with the scenery they provide. But like I say, the main reason I think we wanted this is for the Neo, and I have to say the Neo is a really good aircraft. I mean, I know I niggled a bit about little realism things like the strobe lighting, the lights, and the animation on the fan blades when you enter the star, but I think for what we pay for it, which is actually zilch, you're getting a really good aircraft. And I say, I will be doing more flights in this, to be honest. I really do enjoy it. Again, it's like, it's not, I wouldn't say it's like, say, on par with the Phoenix, but excuse me, but it doesn't need to be. This is, like I say, this is something we got for free, and I totally think it has been worth the wait. I say I don't know what the actual delay was caused by, but I think alone for the A320neo, the Sim Update 15 is definitely worth it. Okay, so there we have it, another flight in the bag. I'm going to aim to get another video out to you hopefully over the weekend. I am flying unfortunately in real life this weekend, so it might not be released this weekend, but I will endeavour to get it produced for you, and hopefully maybe release it on Monday. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Right, so that concludes this video. As I said, thank you to everyone who had liked and subscribed to the channel. Your support means everything to me, and again, thank you so much to those who showed your support for the last video. I'm so overwhelmed by that. It was absolutely great of you. So, like I said, if you haven't done so, please do consider liking and subscribing to the channel by hitting it below. And like I say, why not right down there, give the video a thumbs up and hit the bell as well to get notified about my latest content. Right, so from Spirit 260 from San Diego to Las Vegas, safe from the ground here. I will speak to you all in the next video. Have a great weekend, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye for now.